Hi. Hello. How is everybody? How's everybody doing? Hello. How's everybody? Nice to see everyone. I'm just going to wait till people get in here and then we'll get started. We're going to be doing the Erigeneia in a rectangle today. This is the pattern. You guys should have already hopefully downloaded it. Hi, Carrie. Hello, Beth. Hi, Kat. Hi, guys. You should have downloaded it. Now, I had worked ahead on one version. This is the version I've got so far. So here's mine. Super pretty. So I'm going to use the Rena cake that was made by Sandra. Sandra and Rena worked together. So here's the cake. Hey, Mara. Y'all are welcome to come on up if you want to. You and everybody. Mara, if you feel up to it, no pressure. Hey, Steph. Yeah, isn't it pretty, Beth? Beth has been really trying to get hers going and has some really pretty choices. So, you guys, it's going to be fun. And I'm going to make another one with you. Let me grab it. It's down here. Here's mine just getting started. So, you should have like a magic ring with the 5 double crochets and the 2 trebles. That first chain is a treble. So we're going to try today to get to, at least the beginning, get that done. And if you've got the pattern downloaded, you may have noticed that in this second page, it says small shell as described in the original. These top instructions, don't make a lot of sense. So that's why I also linked the shawl pattern, Erigeneia shawl or something, that basically both are linked in the description box. So you're going to want both of those downloaded. And in that second pattern, that's a triangle version of this, it will describe what it means by, the original, the small shell and the big shell. So make sure you have both. Or, some people are making the shawl instead of the wrap. I call this a wrap. So if you want to do either one, this kind of came about because I had a Rena cake sitting around and I didn't know what to do with it. So me and Diane, you guys might have seen Diane in certain lives, we thought, what could we make? And as soon as I saw Jax show this, I realized that's what I wanted to make because she made hers out of her Rena cake as well. So yeah, Jax, if you're listening, thanks for the inspiration. I think it's a pretty popular pattern. So we'll wait for some folks to come in and we can get started. I know Carrie's started hers, Sandra's started. I've started, of course. It's really easy. Yeah. So who's all making theirs out of what? Here's mine. Sandra, look at your cake. It's so cute. I can't wait to see these colors come out. This cake is so nice, you guys. And it's the Rena cake that Sandra and Rena collaborated on. Fleur de lis, playful fleur de lis. Yeah. Hi, Laura. So if you guys don't have one of these Rena cakes, you can use any cake, any gradient, any solid. It's just going to depend. I think it just says sport weight on here. I'm using a 4mm hook on mine, and this is considered a lace weight or a very fine weight. Yeah, the colors do work up nice. So you're going to need probably like a sport weight or lighter and a 4mm hook, but I didn't swatch mine, but you can if you want. Length and width are adjustable. The corners are always in a solid section. And there is a chart. I didn't follow the chart in this case so far, and I am on row 16 and in this version. So here's what mine looks like so far, all the way to row 16. So you guys, it's going to end up, of course, facing this way. But it's pretty easy. I thought we would just chill, work it on. And if anyone has any questions, let me know. if you've gotten started. If not, use this as your chance to kind of get started. And while I kind of work on mine, we can chat about some updates regarding the program for the guys at the prison, all sorts of things. So just sit back and relax and work on your shawl. Let me know if you have any questions, if you've got the pattern downloaded, what you're making it out of, what yarn. I think this is going to be really fun to give to my mom. She likes these colors, so that's what I'm going to do with mine. What's everyone else going to do? What are you making it out of? Do tell. You did decide to go with 2 colors, cream for the more solid looking part and the more variegated for the shells. Oh, pretty, Beth. What color for the variegated? Was it the pink one that you showed me? Yeah. Send me a picture of what you chose, and if you don't mind, I can share it on here. That way everyone can kind of see. And of course, Beth gave me a great tip. On Ravelry, when you log in, you can actually look at a patterns projects and see what other people have made theirs out of. And that's a really great way to see what you want to make yours out of. So yeah, Beth, if you want to send me what you decided on, and I can show y'all what's available on Ravelry here in a minute. Like what, just to give you some inspiration. But if you have chosen your yarn, tell me what you chose. Here's some. I like the gold, Sandra, but I am looking forward to getting to the pink and the purple and teal and stuff. So I can't wait to see. And I'm going to use the whole thing. Pretty sure that's what Jax did as well. Until it runs out, of course, however big that is. I like the way it's turning out with the 4mm hook. I feel like it's like light, airy, but not, not too dense. Like, I like it. Oh yeah. Mara, you know your way up. Girl, you and Sandra, you guys just come on in. I'll let you up, girl. Can save me from talking to myself. Oh gosh. Yeah, so sort of informal. There's no deadlines, you guys, but it's just something to do for fun. Because a lot of what I work on is patterns for the guys, so it's just better to have something to do for fun. Oh, here's Mara. Hello.
How's it going?
Good. Hey.
Right. So I have a few options. I've got things in crinkly.
Oh, pretty.
I've got these Black Friday cotton cakes.
Oh, that's so nice. I love that. Yeah, I like that. Oh, yeah, you guys, look at that color. I'm jealous. Oh my gosh, I love it.
There's this one. I don't know what it's called. It's just color number 5 from the Black Friday. But then I also have this one, which is more.
Oh, okay. We could take a vote.
Washing out. It's black on the outside, and then it goes with the same kind of blues and purple, but down into the pink in the middle.
Mm-hmm. My personal favorite is that first one that you showed with the lightest on the outside. That one. What do you guys think?
Yeah, but then I also do have the Rena cakes.
I will say
this one is the Playful Fleur.
Oh, yep.
And
see what's happening to mine already.
This one is the Tied with Love.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so similar kind of to that other one, huh?
Yeah, this one does kind of have the pink, but this one has black.
Oh my gosh.
And then that one is more like it's plum on the outside.
Oh, that's pretty. So I like that first one still. That's my preference, but I don't know. It's just eye-catching. Yeah, that was pretty.
Now, how much do I need, though? That's what I don't know.
I'm doing my entire Rena cake, so I think that's 1,200 yards. But really, it's quite adjustable. I think it just, as soon as you do want to end, it seems like you can use just about any regular cake. Doesn't say. specifically, but it does say the length and width are adjustable. So,
yeah. Well, this size like 875 yards.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's a smaller one then, and that's not bad. I think the one in the photo looks smaller as well. So I think you could make it as big or small as you want. We have your original cake there. And both of those cakes are the same, right? And then the Rena cakes, of course, are 1,200 or so. So I don't know.
Yeah, this one says approximately 1,400 yards.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So then that's probably, yeah. Okay. Nana Cat says first one. Yeah, I agree. Hey, Sunita.
I do like it. So it's going to start out with the purple color.
Uh-huh. I like that. I think that's pretty. That one's my favorite. Yeah,
I have some others too, but those are the ones I was thinking about.
I like those. Yeah, those are good options. I'm doing the rectangle, Michelle. I'm doing the rectangle. I know some people are doing the triangle. I'm going to do the rectangle because I think my mom will like that better. So, yep, she's getting the rectangle wrap. She can wrap it then when the nights get kind of chilly. And it's cotton, nice and lightweight.
She's Michelle. One of these cakes that they're not twisted before.
You've never done it? Oh, this is my first time too. So I am noticing that it tangles really easily. So I'm having to watch out. Yeah.
Right. I know. I'm just concerned about the fact that it's not twisted, you know?
Uh-huh. I think the worst thing so far I found, and the reason why I should have probably put a bead on mine, like they say to do, is that as I'm pulling a length out, this length will start to get wound up on itself, and that's what tangles. If I let it do this, where it's like starting to twist, that's when it gets tangled.
So
otherwise, it's good.
Get a button, says Sunita. So how do you attach it?
Right when you start, you thread it on to the hole of the button, and that just sits at the base of the cake, and it keeps it from starting to tangle.
It'll sit like down flat here?
Yeah, close to the cake, close to where you're pulling it out. So you have to do it right when you start, or clip it. I'm just not.
Oh, exactly. Okay.
Oh, no.
Well, then I should go get a button.
Yeah, go get a button.
BRB.
Hi, Dawn.
You want me to drop down or stay here? And my button thing is right there.
Fine, you can stay here. Not too bothered. We cash. 2-hole button. Okay. Hi, Dawn. Stanley cakes come with a button. Oh, nice. Awesome. Sandra's making one. Sandra, you know the way if you want.
A 2-hole button.
Yeah, 2 holes. I made the mistake of not using the 2-hole button. So
this little wood button. It has 2 holes.
That's perfect, I think.
Okay.
Yours is a 8-strand, right? This Rena cake, or 6?
Well, this is a hobby.
Oh, right. Mine is 8 mini strands here, so it's a little thicker than maybe normal.
It looks to me like 4 strands.
Oh, that'll be nice. That'll be perfect. This is a lot of strands, this one.
Sandra says, I don't need a button.
I know, girl. I'm risking it. It's not, the first part was not, okay, here we go. See,
now,
it's already starting to.
Do I leave it on this thing where it says easy start? Do I leave that on and roll it up and stick that through the button? Or do I take that off and then?
I took it off, and then especially if you have one of those threaders, you could use a threader. They're really flexible, thin. That's what I would do, but you could if it helps you to roll it up and thread it that way, I guess, but you'll want to clip it off.
I really need a desk makeover here.
Yeah, at least your desk is set up. Here I am. This is not my normal spot, you guys, so enjoy. I did get some nice lighting set up for such an occasion, but I am still in my living room, which is not the normal spot. So the next time you see me for a check-in, we'll be in the office. Hey, I wanted to
Excellent.
get this started for you guys, though. Have a little fun. Okay, I'm on the end of round 16, which is 2 double crochets and a treble in the top of the chain 4, and the stitch count file. You also want to go ahead and make sure you snag that. It's in the pack with your first download of the wrap, the original wrap pattern. The reason you'll want to download that is because it will give you stitch counts. If you're not sure of your stitch count, you just want to take a look at that file, and very helpful. I have mine printed, but you can do whatever you want. Okay, 2 doubles and a treble.
Beth asked, did Jax do hers recently? I'd like to see hers.
Yes, it was on a live, though. It wasn't for that reason. She was just showing it, and I don't know if I'll be able to find it offhand because I don't know how often she goes live. I just happened to be watching at the right time. So have a look at her channel. I will drop it here in just a sec. And you can see if you can find it. It was the last live or two, and I know who was on with her. It was Trish.
I was going to say, was Mama Swift on with her?
Yeah, Mama Swift was on with her. I think it was just a Wellness Wednesday, possibly, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if I can find it for you, Beth.
I try to twist the yarn as I add yarn to my finger.
Yeah, well, wish I knew the best way. But
do you just cut this off?
Yeah, I would cut it. And then, if you can use your threader or just thread it, like lick it, lick it and stick it into the hole. The trick is not to rush when crocheting with that yarn. Yes, Sandra says I also try to twist the yarn a bit. Yeah, as she adds it. Yeah. Not working too fast is a good idea. When I pull slower from the ball, it's less likely to do this. This is the problem right here. It's already starting. So then I just give it a gentle pull, no rushing. Make a little knot at the end, Sandra says.
Oh, make a knot at the end. Oh, is this after I put it on the button or before?
I have a little knot in mine, but that's just because I kept the original knot. So I didn't do a button though, but she says exactly. Sandra says exactly.
Exactly what? Before I put where am I putting the knot? Like at the very end?
That's what I would think, but let's see.
Make a little knot in the end.
I'm finding that video for you, Beth. Is this it? No. Golly. Okay, I think it was this one here. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and copy this video. I think this is the one from Creations by Jax. So she says yes at the end. Creations by Jax. Okay, here. There you go, guys. So if you want to, I hope I got the right video. I think so based on my history, watch history and stuff. Go ahead and let Jax know that we saw her cool video. Go give her a like, watch her video, give her some views. This is a pattern that's free. If you haven't figured that out by now already, then you will. And it is by Silke Terhost. And it's been written by someone else, but they've been given permission to write this out, it sounds like, from the description of the pattern. So, yeah. So it's pretty cool. What a nice pattern to be available for free. That's the last live Trisha was in. Yeah, okay, cool, Beth. Well, that should help you see what she made. See it. I don't know the exact timestamp, but go watch her video when you want to put her playlist on and just see what you can see there. All right, I'm on row 17 now. I wanted to make it to this part for you guys so that we could do this together. Okay, so checkpoint for size. I suggest you block your swatch before deciding. Well, I didn't do a swatch, so we're going on. Scarf size, rectangle. Oh, okay, scarf, stole, or wrap. And if you want to make your shawl even wider than the wrap size, you repeat rows 5 to 16 as much as you would like. So, okay. I'm going to see if she describes what size that is. Okay. Oh, okay.
Do I go through both holes of the button, do you think?
I think just one. Hi, Bonnie. Hello. We're working today on the Erigeneia in a rectangle. We're starting it as a crochet along. I was inspired by Jax's video. I linked it above. She did the same shawl wrap out of a Rena cake. So we're just working it up in a fun little crochet along. I wanted to make it. So here's my cake. It's a Rena cake inspired by Sandra Scandalis. Sandra worked with Rena to create this fleur-de-lis colorway. So I'm using that, but you can use pretty much any cake that you'd like, or a solid. I'd say sport weight, fingering weight is probably best for this, don't you think, Mara?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, this is about a sport weight, I think.
Is that like a 2 or a 3?
I think this is more like a heavy 2. It's 8 strands, so to me, it feels
mine says it's
heavier.
a 2 weight, but it's 4 strands.
Yeah, and this technically, I believe she calls it a fingering weight, but it is a little bit heavier. Working on Michael's Ruby's Dream Wrap. Oh, cool. That's nice. I'm going to see if I can figure out what size I'm making here, because I want to make the biggest one. Let's see if we can. Is the wrap the biggest one? I hope so. I haven't looked at the size. I thought I would just be going until forever. Let's see. Oh, that's the decrease section. Oh. Okay. For the wrap width, it is... Did you see the size anywhere, Mara? Or Sandra? Sandra's working on it. Did you see like inches? The size in inches?
I didn't. In fact, I'm just trying to go get the pattern now because admittedly I've been working on a couple other things and I don't have the pattern.
Let's see. Oh, good. I don't know if anyone sees like how big that turns out. I want to make the biggest one. And I don't. Okay. You can make it as adjustable as you want. That's good. Oh, well, the wrap is the widest version, so I'm going to do that, I guess. I don't think there's any like set, maybe that's it. It's just super flexible. You can just do it as you'd want. Look at the stitch count page. Okay, cool. Thanks, Beth. I had that pulled up here and let me just see. Does it, oh, maybe by that point. I'm not seeing where it says it in inches, so let me keep going and deeper into this file. This is the stitch count file that Beth is talking about, that you will see an option to download that with your wrap, and that's a good idea. So let's see what we got here. Oh well, I'm just gonna wing it. The pattern says the wingspan is approximately 71.6 inches, depth is 27. Okay, and that's the biggest one, right, Sandra? The wrap size? I think so. Okay, cool. Well, that like, oh, for the triangle. Okay, that's for the triangle. Okay. Well, I'm going to do the biggest one, which in this case looks like the wrap, because that's what it's intended for. I don't want it to be a stole. So we're going to go for it. Repeat rows 5 to 16 twice. Okay, well, I'm going to definitely need to write that down, like mark it off. I think I'm going to use my pen, my handy dandy little keeper of all the things. This is what I take to the prison when I go teach. You guys has scissors. I get to have a pair of real scissors, measuring tape, row counter, a couple 5mm hooks, and my pen. So I'm going to use my pen to mark off this change the repeat so I don't get it wrong here. I'm just going to put a little dot next to each one of those rows. So from 5 to 16. And as I finish it, I'll put a little like X next to it. That's my non-official way of tracking this. 12. 13.
When starting out, though, do you start with the rectangle pattern?
You can make either one. Are you making the rectangle or the triangle? Do you have a preference?
I don't really have a preference, I don't think,
okay.
but I want to make sure I have enough.
You should have enough.
One cake.
You should have enough with the cake. You may have to make yours not as wide. Like if you make it as wide as the wrap, you just may not be able to go for as long, get as long of a scarf, if that makes sense. You otherwise can make it skinnier and longer if that's the style you might prefer. So you could do a scarf or stole instead. Right now, after row 16, you're choosing your width. So the skinnier you make it, the longer you'll be able to have whenever you get close to needing to stop your project. I don't think I'll have that concern with this cake, so I am gonna go for the wrap size. And hopefully I'll have something that's wider and longer, as long as possible. She had a hard time with row 13. Okay. Oh, what was your problem, Beth? Did you figure it out, or do you still have a question? Yeah, I like the way this is written. It's not too bad. The one reason, Mara, that you will need the original triangle is the small shell and the big shell. That's how to do those, is in that triangle pattern. So if you do the square, this rectangular version, just note you'll have to look at this and make sure you know how to do the small and big shell, because they describe it in that triangle pattern.
Okay, I've got the triangle one pulled up, but the rectangle one I did add to my library, but it didn't actually. There were two things to download, and I only downloaded one of them. Let me try.
Okay, yeah, the one
here we go.
Pattern. The second is that count, the stitch count.
Yeah, I got it now.
Cool. That's my tip. I don't know, Sandra, do you have any opinions on what size Mara should make if she's got that hobby cake? I would say if you want to err on the side of skinnier and longer, that'd be my recommendation. But Beth/Sandra, do you guys have opinions? She's up. I'm sure she'd take more than just my opinion.
Right. So you do chain 4 and slip stitch to make a circle. You don't do a magic ring.
I didn't. I went ahead and followed their guide, and it turned out just fine. It's just as tight as if I had done a magic ring. Here's the bottom of mine, for instance. It's very well defined. It's very tight. Oops. I don't think I'll have a problem with it. It's pretty tight, so I wouldn't do a magic ring. I don't think it's necessary. So the graphs, yeah, I'm not certain. Yeah, I think that's my advice, is just if you've got a smaller cake or you're concerned about how much you have, just go ahead and choose. And also, if you want a skinnier, if your preference is to have it be skinnier but long enough to wrap, do a smaller size. Do the width of a scarf or a stole. I want mine to be able to go around my mom's body. And it's okay if it's shorter for her, because she's a shorter lady. So if it doesn't end up as long, that's okay. But I think she wants it wide enough to wrap around her shoulders. So that's my primary goal. All right, so I'm going to start again. I am now working the repeats, the width repeat. I'm going to do the wrap, and I'm on row 5 all over again. And if you're just getting started, Mara's just getting started, so we'll kind of like
literally.
Yeah. Okay. Some of us just got real excited. Carrie and I got excited. As soon as I mentioned it, she started, and then I got home from teaching and I started. I had to find my cake. This is the last cake I bought was this one, Sandra's. So I decided, okay, that's it. I don't see Diane here yet, but maybe she'll join us. Diane was also going to use arena cake. I just have some cakes laying around, you guys, and I need to use them. I believe even Sierra will be doing that as well. I don't know if she's on here or not, but she's going to join in. It's kind of a fun summer project, you know? So let's see here. Oh, Beth, did you send what you're making yours out of? Let me see. Oh, there you are. Cool. Do you mind if I show everybody your choice? This is pretty. Oh my gosh. So nice. Thank you, Sandra. Yeah, do you mind, Beth, if I show everybody your yarn selection here? Happy to, here, let me zoom in on it so that there isn't anything otherwise. So cute. I love it. In fact, I'll just download it so that all they see is the picture here. There we go. Cool. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Beth. All right, here's what Beth is going to use, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here and show you what it looks like. Okay. Here's what Beth is going to be using. So you guys can see that. Isn't that pretty?
Oh, yeah. That's very
So Beth,
pretty.
this is going to be used for your open weave sections, right? And then the cream will be your solids. Is that correct? Do I have that right? This is so pretty. And how many cakes did you have to get, or how many did you get for this, or will you get if you haven't gotten it already? This is so pretty. Good choice. You haven't started yours yet. Yeah, Nana Cat is getting yarn. So your Nana Cat, yours will be arriving shortly. Oh, cool. Thanks for sharing, Beth. That's a beautiful cake. Nana Cat, do you want me to show what yours is going to be? I happen to know. A little birdie, knows. Otherwise, you'll have to come up and show everybody when it gets there if you would rather.
She says I haven't started mine yet.
Yeah. Okay. Yours will be there Wednesday, Nana Cat. Nana Cat didn't have anything and I couldn't leave her out, so I had to make sure you had what you needed. This is such a pretty color. Okay, cool. I'll show everybody Nana Cats. All right. So let me see if I think I'm going to do it this way where I snip a picture of it. That way it's better to see for everybody. Whee! Okay, cool. You guys are going to like this one, I'm pretty sure. So this is what Nana Cat is going to use. Pull this up and show y'all. I think it's pretty nice. What do you guys think of this? Pretty cool, huh? Look at how pretty that colors
That's
are.
pretty.
Flowers,
it's like
moonlight.
The zebra, right?
Yep. And this is in the color, is that a number? 3254, color number 3254 for this one. So if you're looking to, isn't that going to be nice? Yeah. So she'll start, I think Wednesday is what you said. So thanks for letting me share that. Hey, Mishi. Hello. Nice to see you. Very nice to see you. Projects on Ravelry for this pattern are amazing. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mishi.
Let me get Ravelry pulled up. I told you guys I was going to do that, and we'll take a little tour of what's available for inspiration. Get that up. You guys are just doing a little crochet along, Mishi. That's all. It's the pattern that Sandra so nicely put in the chat. If you need the link, they're also in the description box. So, okay. Alrighty. All right, I think I got this set up the way I want. Let me pop this window out. Okie dokie, here comes the window. We're gonna look at some projects. This is the Erigeneia in a rectangle projects. So hopefully you guys can see. Let me zoom in a little more. You can click on any of these, but we'll just do a little tour. Ooh, look at this one. It's bright and pretty. We'll kind of look it through some photos. So nice. How nice the colors are. This one's a Karen cloud cake. I know a few of us have cloud cakes. Let's see here. Okay, Cotton Kings. This is a favorite. I love the Cotton Kings Imperial in Imperial Purple. This one uses just one cake, so 1,093 yards. Seems to be about right. You guys could see how this person's turned out. I bet she did the width that I'm going to do. So I would say if you've got at least that much, you're probably going to be able to get that width. If you don't, you're just going to get a skinnier version that's not as long. And like Beth is doing, you could also combine your cake with a solid to help stretch it a bit, like this person did, where they did the lacy sections with some dark colorway. Isn't that pretty? Okay, here's this one. Ooh, look at, oh my gosh. Wow.
Oh yeah, she said you can click on the photo and it'll enlarge.
Yeah, I'm just not.
It basically opens.
Okay, cool.
If you want.
Yeah, I think there's quite a few projects, like over 200 or something. Ooh, let's look at this one. Look at how pretty, you guys. Oh my goodness. Check it out.
Oh, wow. That's very pretty.
And this looks like, yeah, sheeples, of course. Okay. This color might have to happen, y'all. Look at how nice. Wow. Ooh, my gosh. Okay. We need to see the deets on this. Okay, and they made, okay, so this person made the stole size and they did a stacked 3 double in the place of a chain 4, a stacked 2 double in the place of a chain 3, and double crochet treble 2 together in the row above a chain. So they did some alterations. This person
probably did not have all the little chain.
Yep. Maybe the next one I make, I will do that as well, but I do kind of like the delicate nature of the chain in the side. So it depends on what you like. This person did find the chart easier to follow. I like this written is fine for me, but the chart they had was a little blurry. So yeah, and I think that's kind of the one I have too. So if you're looking at the chart printout, it might not be clear enough to use. So this person, did they say, looks like 1 cake for this. So yeah, 1 skein of the sheeples in Red Velvet Sunrise. Cool. Yeah, Mishi, right? I know. Well, for me, I do too. Like all I do is work on stuff for the guys when I go out to volunteer. So I just thought this would be a fun change. When I saw Jax did it on her channel, and I did put the link to that video above if you guys want to scroll up and check it out. I'll put it in a minute again. That was my inspiration to just like try to start doing one real quick on here. Hers turned out cool with arena cake, so I wanted to make one myself. And I thought if I'm making it, might as well have you guys along for the ride. You can see where I succeed or fail. Oh, if you guys remember the Red Heart It's a Wrap, who picked up some of this before it was, you know, when it was on sale, I guess. That's pretty.
That's so pretty.
Oh my gosh, how it's so close to that soil. I'm like panicking. Don't get it dirty. This person used the Red Heart It's a Wrap in sea glass. Looks like they used 1.5 skein, 1.5 skeins. So you definitely need 2 of those. That's cool. Ooh, I like that one, the greens and stuff. Okay, who else? I know there's some really amazing ones in here because Beth was sharing some with me as she was trying to pick her color. Oops. What the heck is going on here? Okay. Yarn art flowers. I really want to make another one out of the yarn art. Like, that's next. Check it out. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I like this length. It's just classy. Ooh, look at this. Oh, that's creative. When they were done, they went ahead and put it back in its little bundle.
Back in a cake. That is pretty.
Cute. And that shows how flexible and delicate this turns out. So This was only one skein of the Yarn Art Flowers in the color 251. And I believe Yarn Art Flowers is pretty inexpensive on Amazon compared to other cakes. So a good option for you guys. Looks like they did did they say what size? No.
I love the
But
color of that
yeah,
one.
me too. Okay, I'm going to add this to favorites, y'all. Got to keep it adding to the favorites. Anybody have any questions? Oh, how cute. Yeah, you do. I know. Me too, Sandra. I have some in a tote. Okay, that's page 1 of 4, y'all. I'm just going to go through these to get some inspiration for future projects. Cotton Kings and Emeralds. That's okay. They only had 2 photos there. Who has Yarn Bees Delish? I don't know if I've seen this in a while. It's kind of interesting. Okay, that didn't make it very big. So that's what I mean by like, if you don't have as much yardage, because let's see the yardage on this. 751 yards. So this is kind of like what you might be running into, Mara. See how they made it wide? They probably went for the widest version, and then they couldn't make it very long. So I would say do the skinnier stole or scarf version, and then you'll have a better, like a longer looking, I think a better finished object, because this is a little bit like, I don't know if how big it is really, but it doesn't look like wide enough to really wrap. Like you're going to lose some of the detail, I think, if you made it like this.
Yeah.
So this is, did they say how much it measures?
It makes me wonder if I should do
the triangle. Yeah. Oh, here's the one that Beth was thinking of doing. Beth, I found it, girl. Sheeple's Whirl and Slice of Cherry Pie. This was an option that she was thinking of combining. That's pretty.
That is pretty.
Oh, this one's cool. What do you guys think of this? Did they do 2? They did 2. So they did a whirl in Rhubarb and a whirlette in Luscious, and this is how it turned out. That's cool. I would have probably picked like a cream, or a black, but that's cool though. That's a really happy bunch of colors.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Drum.
I like this one that it's kind of like a rainbow, but not like in your face.
Right.
That's pretty.
Yeah, I like that. That is
okay,
really
this
nice.
One's getting saved too, y'all, but I would probably do a cream or black instead as the background. So they used 1 whirl and 2 whirlettes.
Hey, Russ.
Hi, Russ.
How's it going?
We're just working on starting a crochet along, and it's the Erigeneia in a wrap pattern in the description box. Here's Jax's video. I'll link it again for y'all so you could see where the inspiration came from. Just watching Jax's video and was like, ooh, I want to do that. And thought, might as well make it into a crochet along with you guys so we could work on it together. Anyone that wants to. Here's, okay, Jax. With the wrap. I'm pretty sure this is the correct video, but don't hold me to it if it's not. I'm sorry. There's the video I was inspired by, and right now we're just looking at different patterns, people that have made this, their selections on Ravelry to get some inspiration. I'm making mine out of Arena Cake, and my Arena Cake is the colorway Fleur de Lis inspired by Sandra and Rena worked together. So I'm on repeat row already. We've already started. I've started. Mara is starting just now. Oh, look at this one. This one's fun. Wow. What do you guys think of this?
That's really pretty.
She made a big one. Look at how big. So that's what I hope mine turns out like, but maybe in the future.
Does it say how many yards she used then?
She used a Sheeple's Whirl, so that is over 2,000 yards. Looks like she used 2.5 skeins for this, but her gauge might be different. She also used a 3.5 millimeter hook. I'm using a 4. So, and I don't know about this background though, because that looks like a solid, and I don't know if like, oh, yeah, I don't know. So I don't know if she just used that or if she striped it. with a different color, because this doesn't look like, I mean, maybe it is. Maybe that just happened, but it kind of looks intentional, doesn't it to you guys? Like there's another color here, but maybe
It
that's
is
just me.
really pretty.
Isn't that pretty? That would look good on you, Mara. Okay, saving it. I'm gonna have so many of these saved by now.
Well, it is neat to have a lot of different examples to look at. Sandra says that one looks like a tiger.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I like
Anybody
it.
else getting started on theirs? That's what we're doing today.
Pastel colored one was pretty.
Oh yeah, this one, the Summer Melody. How pretty. Okay, let's look at this one. Oh, that one's cute. What kind of let's see her beginning. Oh, okay, look at the thread. We're all making ours out of thread. This is a Woltram one. Okay.
And Sandra says maybe she alternated 2 different yarns.
I think so, but she didn't list it. So I also wonder if that just happened based on her gauge. That looks like not the right pattern. It's a different pattern.
Oh, wow, that one with pineapples.
Yeah, I don't. Let's see what's going on here, y'all. I have to know. Okay, this picture might not line up. Oh, actually, maybe.
Oh, maybe it's an added border.
Yeah, she did a border here. She did a. Look at how cool. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh.
We can make a border. I didn't even think about that. Wow, that's a blurry. That one's blurry. But look at how cool this border is. Okay. Well, this one's getting saved just so that I can figure out this border. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, they don't say. I'm not seeing it. Okay, single crochet all the way around and a pineapple-y. That's an official word, y'all. Pineapple-y border on both ends. Got it from a border book and used it as a stitch repeat. Okay. Not too much fudging, she says. So that would take a little finagling. You'd have to make sure you had the right count when you went around, I guess. Okay, well, that one's getting saved. I want to look into that some more for when I get finished. That was
very beautiful.
We might be revisiting this. A border. There's a border on the triangle shawl. Yeah, so your options for this, if anybody's just getting started, are either the Erigeneia in the rectangle or the triangle version, which you will need to download both. There's a section in the version that we're doing here, the rectangle, that talks about some stitches that you wouldn't know, the small shell and the big shell, if you don't look at the original. So you're going to need both to get the idea of what you're doing here. And I've linked both in the description box, so you have them. Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Is this like thread or something? No, okay. I got excited. What does that say? Hip, hip, crochet. Ah, look at that.
That's cute.
That's so funny. It's like putting googly eyes on something. It's like a secret surprise. Oh, what else do we have here? See if anything catches my eye as we're looking for inspiration. Russ, you should do it. I know you've got cakes. I know you've got cakes. Ooh, let's look at this one. Okay. That's a cute way to finish it, where you just like pose it. I think I have this background too. It's a piece of paper background. And I might want to make a project on Ravelry. This is the Blackberry Mint chip. So, okay, maybe this one will have to be striped with black. That would be cool. So I'll save that one. I'm all about these colors, so. Oh, okay. Well, that was inspiring. That's all that there is for that. We looked at some of those. That's it. Oh, what did Russ say?
Does this mean
yes, Russ? Yes,
you
Russ.
don't already have it for sure.
Russ, yes.
Yeah.
Do it. I'm trying a new flavor of this drink. It's Alani and Sherbet Swirl. It's nice to have something fizzy. But I'm not normally a drinker of those things.
This is a Dutch Bros cup, but I made the tea at home.
And you put your sweetener in it, right, Mara? Do you sweeten
I
it?
use liquid stevia drops, and so
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, I need
Well,
to.
I'm wondering, if I want to do that rectangle, but I run out here, can't I just use some of that other Black Friday cake?
Yeah, you could for sure. I mean, they're so similar. You could do that, or it
You
depends
have
on
to
what
pull,
size
you
you
have to
want.
do
But
center pull on these, right?
yeah, you do. I think so. I mean, of course, if you're just finishing it, like you're using the black off the other one, you might be able to get away with an outer pull, but not
But
for the whole
the
thing.
black is on the outside.
Okay, so yeah, Sandra says you absolutely could. So if you want to be risky like Sandra, no, I'm kidding. Sandra's smart. Do what Sandra says. I'm just being risky and wild over here, you guys. I don't know.
Risky and wild.
Just doing it. I'm working on row 5, my second repeat. I think this is going to be a pretty significant solid section here. Okay, DC and every DC until the end. So, okay, well, that's easy. You are a rebel, Sandra. What can you say? Sandra, you should show everybody yours. Do you have a picture? I mean, of course, you could just come in here, but if you don't want to, you should send me a picture. I want to see it. Hers is pretty. Hers is turning out real pretty.
She says, I'm a rebel, though.
Yeah, you are a rebel. That's okay. I won't be making any alterations to this one, I don't think. I might be brave enough to try a border on the next one, but I'm a pattern follower, you guys. I don't like to deviate too much.
If I'm making something for the first time, I feel like I am too. I'm not going to
Yeah.
mess with it. Like I like the idea that you were reading of somebody, changing it to stacked double, a stacked double or whatever you said, instead of doing a chain 4 or stack single instead of a chain 4. I like that idea because I don't like the way the chain 4s look, but I don't want to do it unless I had a pattern that was written like that.
Yeah, me too. Sandra, I think you're always the kind of person to like alter, aren't you? I don't know. Sunita, you too, right?
That.
Like, doesn't Sunita is very creative.
Yeah.
And makes up her own little alterations. So
yeah, she does some of that.
Oh, I can't.
Okay. Beth sent you a picture of hers where you can see the colors now.
All right. Cool. Let me pull that up. Thank you. And I know Sandra's getting her progress sent over. Oh, Beth, they're so pretty. Okay, I'm going to show everybody what this looks like. This is so nice. Okay. I believe it's this one here. Okay. Let me show you guys.
Russ says my ADD won't let me deviate from a pattern.
Yeah, this is Beth so far. Look at how nice, Beth. Wow. You're right on track. So cute. Oh, yeah. Look at how nice, how shiny this yarn is. Ooh.
I really like the way those colors look together.
Yeah, Beth, this is the perfect creamy linen color. So beautiful. Good job, Beth. This looks great. So, Russ, you tell me what you're making it out of already. Gotta let us know. Sandra's sending me her progress. Okay, cool. Oh, there's Sandra's. All right, Sandra, I'm pulling yours up. Oh my gosh, how cute. Okay. Download. Sandra's project. Here you guys go. Pull it up for y'all. Check out Sandra's so far. It looks so good. Look at how nice. Sandra, this looks so good. Look at her detail really here. Good. Look at how nice it's going to be. You're pulling from, okay, you turned your cake around. All right, so Sandra's pulling from the center. She's starting with this kind of pinky color. It's going to fade out. What cake is this one called, Sandra? Do you remember the name of it? This one's pretty. And look at how far Sandra's just off to the races. So it's easy, you guys. You can do it.
Yeah, I need the in front of me though, because I can't flip back and forth in here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it says double crochet in the first stitch, chain one, double crochet, but then it's got like skips in there, so I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's a little bit, it requires a little bit of paying attention, but it's still a pretty good one to just relax. And there was a couple spots I was like even now, I'm like, okay, I don't know if you can tell this little fleck of this is like starting to it's got a little fleck, a little thread. There it is, dangling off to the side over here.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, watch out. So I've got to back it out and make sure I didn't catch an extra thread here. I did that a couple rows back and actually went I went back and fixed it because all I could see was that dangling thread that didn't quite make it in the stitch. So watch out, y'all. These threads will get you. Just be cautious, I guess. Yeah, here's that spot again. So I'm just going to make sure I get it wrapped in there. Yeah.
Bonnie says, what color is that? It looks like my wrap color. And then Beth says, oh, yeah, that's really pretty, Sandra. I can't wait to see your colors look up. But she's so over the pink, though.
I feel that way about this. What is this, kind of a burnt umber color? So this is the cake I'm using, you guys. It's called Fleur de Lis. And it is the collaboration between Sandra and Rena. And I am not a huge fan of the center color, but it goes with the rest, right? So I know I'm going to like it once we get to the pinky purpley whatnot. So this is how far I am in mine. And I already love the way it feels, but I know I'm eager to get to this color right here.
That bright pink.
Yeah, I like the bright pink. And then when it fades, all the rest I'm going to love. Maybe it's that way with these. Sandra, yours is the pink, mine's this goldenrod kind of color. I'm like, oh, I know I'm going to love it when it's all together though. These are cool colors. And it's so you, Sandra. It's like every time I see it, I'm going to think of you. And then my mom will have like a little reminder of my friend Sandra that she wears around. So it's going to bring a smile. Which just reminds me of you. Oh, yep. See, I got to go slow. If you pull slowly, you're going to be okay. You like my color, Beth? Yeah, I don't know. I'm learning to love it. I'll give you guys a little update on the guys since we're here chatting. We are working on sun hats at the prison program that I go out to volunteer at. And we're donating them to the cancer center here. My stepdad's having chemo treatment for leukemia, and I was there looking at their hats in their basket they give for free to anyone that wants one. And I thought, they don't have any summer hats. So I concocted a plan and went to the class and said, let's make these lovely folks some summery hats, some sun hats to keep the sun off their face. So that's what I've been doing. I still go out there every Wednesday to teach, and
that's awesome.
That's very, very fulfilling for me. So I hope to, next time I go live, to specifically talk about that, show you guys some more progress photos and give you a better update. But yes, I'm still going out. I know a few people have asked me, are you still going? Yes. I definitely am. Yeah, summer hats are much needed. Oh, these colors came from an AI image, really? Oh, that's cool. Gosh, well, maybe someday Mara will collaborate and make her own Rena cake.
Mara, I know. Whatever. I was mentioning that I would like to do that.
Yes, I would buy a million of them
at some point. It's gonna have blue.
Mm-hmm. I absolutely I want everybody's Rena cake. Who am I kidding? Mishi, I need to get yours still. If I can even get my hands on it, I don't know. I know there was a restock I need to get on there. Nobody go on there until I do. No. Please. Give me a chance. I only have a couple.
Yeah.
Summer hats are needed. Yeah. So we'll just be on for a few more minutes and wrap up. I'm only going to stand for a little bit over an hour, and then this period, we'll just kind of park it for now. I'm going to go complete mine. Oh, cute. You guys, look. So we'll have a few more of these sessions. It's not always going to be on Saturday, but I just wanted to get started. I know everyone was so excited. Me too.
I need to move up my stitch markers.
And Mara, what do you have coming up tonight? Anything?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing the Stitching Up Saturdays.
Yay!
And we're going to do some Star Spangled trivia. So,
oh my gosh, how fun.
Brush up on your Star Spangled Banner and flag knowledge.
Russ, you stay away from that website now. You let me on there first, okay? Please. Russ.
You're like, no,
whatever.
No.
Russ, just leave a couple for me, okay? But I want you to do it too, Russ. It'd be so fun.
Russ is honest.
Yeah, Russ needs to give it an hour, okay? I can't go while I'm live. Okay, I'm at the end of this one, which is a good place to end anyways, but let's see. How do I finish the end of row 5? 2 trebles and a treble in the top of my chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll finish this row. You guys have any questions before we go? I will try to stick to a schedule for these. I'm going to get with my teammates, Mara and Sunita and Sam. See what might be a good time for everybody. We might even do it anybody that wants to do it, just to hang out, I'll figure out a good time to make it more regular, but this is just to get started.
He says, I just might have a couple I can send to Element.
Yes. Okay. I'll email you. Well, I already did email you, so reply back. I want one of your shirts. So reply back to me and maybe we'll talk some biz, you know what I mean? Cool. So here I am. At the end of row 5, repeat, second round 5, repeat. I'll continue this size until this. And by that time, I'm sure we'll have our next meetup. So I don't know when that will be yet, but we'll get together, our teammates, and chat about what works best. I don't want to go in there going,
Yeah, and, I don't want to get too far behind. I know,
yeah,
you guys are already I'm the slow one because I've got too many things going on. She said, she's like, I have too many projects. But I mean, I want to keep up with my luck of the draw, which is almost done, right? I just have another couple weeks to go.
Yes.
And then I want to work on my daughter's blanket, but then I want to do this too, because I really like the idea of actually keeping up with a crochet along. So
me too.
I need to catch up.
And there's going to be more news about the Yarny Social Bonnie as well, you guys. I'll do
Russ,
that.
No, soon. Don't go shopping. You don't need no yarn. I'll go.
Hey, Russ, you do you. Hey, no shame in that. Whatever, you do you. Just give me a head start on the Rena cakes, okay? I need to make sure I get on some of her cakes. She does a drop and then there's 2 left of whatever I want. So just give me a head start. Well, thanks for joining me today, you guys. I'm going to get off of here for today. And thank you, Mara, for coming up.
Well, thanks for having me up and helping me with my yarn decision. Yeah,
of course. And we'll see each other again, you guys. We'll do another update. There's no rush though. Obviously I also am working on projects for the class and stuff like that. So it's not a race. We'll do another update. I'm hoping to finish this by the end of this month though. I think that's pretty decent timing. Maybe we'll go into August a little bit, but it's okay. We can just work at our own pace. So thanks for joining me, and we'll check in again soon. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.